to my all-new album review, and today I'm going to be talking about a classic. I'm talking about one of the classic albums in the new wave of British heavy metal genre. I'm talking about Saxon's Wheels of Steel. This is one of the classic albums in the new wave of British heavy metal, and for some of you who are not familiar with what new wave of British heavy metal was, or as some metalheads like to call it, new wobble, the new wave of British heavy metal band were bands like Iron Maiden, Angel Witch, Tigers of Pantang, Diamond Head, so many others. And Saxon, they released their debut album in 1979, and it sold pretty well, but their second record, The Wheels of Steel, was the album that really broke them through. And this album came out in 1980, and in 1980 was such a great year for classic metal albums. Iron Maiden put out their debut album. Angel Witch put out their debut album. Judas Priest put out British Steel. AC/DC put out Back in Black. So many classic British metal bands were coming out at that time and putting out classic stuff that it was just pure gold. And there hasn't been a year like that in music since. And this is Saxon's Wheels of Steel, the 2009 remastered edition, and I'm just going to talk about the track listings, the feel of the album, and whether or not I recommend you picking it up or not. But first off, as I was saying, this was Saxon's sophomore album, and it came out in early 1980, and it was one of the leading influential albums of that time. You know, I know Lars Ulrich from Metallica has said that he was influenced by Wheels of Steel. So many others have counted Saxon as one of their influential bands that really influenced the later thrash metal bands that came out at that time. But I love Saxon, and I love all those new wobble bands that came out at that time. And if you've seen there's a documentary that sometimes comes on a VH1 Classic. It's called Metal Evolution. And if you want to get into the new wave of British heavy metal, check out the episode of Metal Evolution where they do a documentary on the new wave of British heavy metal. And you'll get a better understanding of what the whole genre is, the bands that make up the scene. But let's talk about the track listings and the feel of Wheels of Steel. Basically, it's just straight ahead British rock. No synthesizers, no Cookie Monster vocals, none of that. Just straight ahead British metal at its finest. But track one is the opener, Motorcycle Man. And it starts off with a revved up motorcycle engine. Classic British metal rock track. Number two, Stand Up, Be Counted. Number three, one of my personal favorites, 747, Strangers in the Night. Number four, Wheels of Steel. I know Wheels of Steel, it's also been played in some Grand Theft Auto video games. Maybe you might have heard it. It's Wheels of Steel by Saxon. Number five, Freeway Mad. Number six, See the Light Shining. Number seven, Susie Hold On. That the song that you just heard at the beginning of this video, that was where the chorus for Susie Hold On. One of my personal favorites. And number nine is Machine Gun. Now for the bonus tracks, you get on the 2009 remastered edition, you get some 1980 demo rehearsals. You get Susie Hold On along with Wheels of Steel and a live B-side track of Stallions of the Highway. Okay, those are the 1980 demo rehearsal tracks. You get also on the 2009 remastered edition, you get live at the Monsters of Rock Festival at Donington on August the 16th, 1980. That was a legendary concert like Iron Maiden, Praying Mantis, Def Leppard. Def Leppard got booed at this Donington Monsters of Rock concert. It's become legendary. But the tracks you get with that are Motorcycle Man, Freeway Mad, Wheels of Steel, 747, Strangers in the Night, number 17, Machine Gun. You get all these live tracks from the Monsters of Rock Festival, which was legendary. And if some music producer, company, bigwig is listening, I would love for that concert to be an album, you guys would release that would be classic. And if you guys feel the same way, please feel free to comment below. But that's it for the track listings of the Wheels of Steel. Like I said, if you want to get into the new wave of British heavy metal, you got to have Saxon's Wheels of Steel. Great British metal rock at its finest. And, I would have to say this is probably Saxon's best album. Some of my other favorite Saxon albums are The Power and the Glory and their first album, and there's a few others, but Wheels of Steel is always a standout for me with Saxon, and it's a 5-star British metal classic. And feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share your memories of if you were around when this album came out, or if you're a Saxon fan, just feel free to share your opinions. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. Feel free to recommend any other albums for me to do, and you guys who keep coming back to my channel, I thank you guys so much. But once again, I'm Jamming Music Man. Please go out, check out Saxon's Wheels of Steel, a classic in the new wave of British heavy metal, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.